Hello scholars, this week we're going to create a landscape by using 3 elements of art. We're going to focus on element of art of space, texture, and value all at the same time. Our paper's going to be horizontal and you'll write your name either the left side or the right side. And you're going to flip it over. And we're going to start off with drawing the actual landscape. So we have my ruler. You're going to use either just your pencil, or if you have a ruler, you can use a ruler. And we're going to make some mountains. But before we make mountains, I want to draw a line. So for your line, it's going to be a very this is your line. Once you draw your line, what you're going to do is you're going to figure out, so the size is not going to be too big. Okay, now the next mountain is going to, I'm going to give a little curve out, so, and curve, and now, I'm going to make my curve out just a little bit under, there we go, and then I'll erase that. So so far we added zigzag lines starting from the right side, then move down. Little triangle on the top, next to the mountain here, the mountaintop, then a curved line down, a line going up, a line going down, a line going up, a line coming down, we're going to, let's make them like this. There we go. That's a lot better. And the same thing repeats. So we have small curved line. I'm gonna fix this one. I'm gonna try to make it as neat as possible for this landscape. So we're drawing mountain tops in the middle, which is gonna be the middle ground of our landscape. So now that we have the different types of mountains, what you're going to do now is we're going to erase part of the line. Erasing part of the line, because now we're going to make a curved line, diagonal. See, we're making now a road, and we're going to make a line going down here. So see, now everything's broken up. We have a line here, a line here, and a line here. So there's 3 separate lines, a curved line, 1 diagonal, and another diagonal at the bottom. Now I'm going to take my marker, because this part I'm going to show exactly how we're going to create texture using just the outline color. Now for your outline color, it's going to be either brown, gray, throw in a blue if you have a blue, or purple. If you don't have black, don't worry about it. That's the other colors you can choose from. Now, what you're going to do is erase the extra lines, because we don't need all the extra lines that we have here. We're going to take the lines and outline. Make sure you're outlining because this is important. This shows the middle ground and the difference between the middle ground and the foreground. Foreground, which is the bottom of the landscape. So now that we finished with the outline, I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to make a wavy line, and then I'm going to make a line going down, and then I'll make some. So we're making texture for the mountain. I'm not going to do this for every mountaintop, so we're going to skip. We're going to do, so skip, one, skip, texture. Here we go. And then next one, we're going to create the one here next to it, because there are two big ones. So we're trying to do all the big ones. So we're going to skip the little one right here, big one here, and then draw the lines. So now that we have texture on the mountaintops, we're going to add texture to the actual mountains. By doing that, we're just going to take, and we did this with the polar bear, and we're just creating little lines, or you could do dots. And we're going to make one here, and 2, 3 here. Okay, so now we have the mountains texturized. See these spaces here? This is why we create some spaces. What we're going to do is draw a line, and then we're going to make two lines going down, which is a diagonal line. And I'm just taking, and see, I'm going down. And it looks like a coat hanger for the tree. You don't have to do this way. I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways. So this is one of them. So it looks like a triangle. So you're making triangles for inside the tree. Do that. Or let's make one right here. So line going down. And for this one, you can do diagonal lines going down the actual tree, or we're going to make one right here and make one that going all the way down. And this one's going to look like this. So it's going from short to long, and you're just making lots and lots of diagonal lines in the tree. And this is called a pine tree. So these are different pine trees. So we're in winter now, and there's lots and lots of snow. There has been lots and lots of snow. And just looking at all the different ways you can make trees. But if it's easier, you can pick one or the other. Or you can make them different. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a sun. Well, the sun for the sky. I'm going to draw it right here because there's a little bit of blue here. Okay, I'm gonna just draw my circle, and that's it. This is the drawing part. Now I'm gonna get to the coloring part. So everything that is here is not being colored. So the only thing that we're focusing on is the sky. So what I'm gonna do first is color the sun yellow, because the sun is yellow, orange, anything that's warm colors. So we're gonna start off with the yellow first. Now I'm gonna take crayons, because this is gonna be some blending going on here. We have yellow, orange, I have orange, I have scarlet, red, violet, anything you have at home that violet, red, and then I have red, violet, and I have red. So these are the colors I'm going to be using for in my sky. Now you don't have to use all these colors. You could just use red and orange. That is okay with me. I'm going to start with orange, and I'm going to go around the sky. And see, I'm just taking the light color, lightly pressing. The sky does not have to be this dark. I want you to press lightly with your crayons, or if you're using color pencils, with your color pencil, and just go around. And then I'm going to take scarlet, and I'm going to go around. And we want to make it like the sun and the sun rays. Now, if you don't have the colors I'm using, just use the orange and the red. It's no big deal. And you can also throw in some white as well into it. That would be nice too, to get a nice lighter orangey color. And see the colors are blending now. So I'm overlapping with the scarlet reddish color I'm using. And now I'm going to use this red violet around and we're just focusing on going around the sun first. Then we're gonna break out into the rest of the colors. Take the scarlet one more time and go over. And see, that's blending out real nice. We want a nice fade out. And now I'm gonna use the color red. So I'm going out. And it's starting to look very tie-dye-ish colors. And that's what we want. We want it to look like a form of mixed colors all around. Okay, so now that the sun is colored and we have all of the blended colors together, now I'm going to take my yellow orange and I'm going to color out. And I'm just going to use a light color first for my background. Then I'm going to take orange. If you don't have this, you could start off with just going in. Then I'm going to take the red and doing a fade out. And then I'm going to take the other colors that I have. Also, you can use yellow. I'm not using yellow, but if you only have red, orange, and yellow, you could do that as well. And see, those are nice blended colors. So I am using 4 colors. I'm not going to use these 2 anymore. Use these 4. And I'm just going to lightly use the yellow-orange. Or you can use just the orange for now. And press light all throughout the background. And once I do the background, I'll show you how to color mix all the rest of the colors. What I'm doing now is I'm taking the color orange, and I'm just going around and blending the lighter color that I've just created. And if you would like to use white for your blending, you can to make some tints, but I have yellow orange, so I really don't need to do that. And now I'm just taking the red color and just blending that. And now it's starting to look like a sunset. And this, we're creating different kinds of values. So that's what we're doing. We're creating different kinds of values using 3 warm colors. So we created a landscape using foreground, midground, background. So that is called space. And then I decided to use value in the sky and texture in the mountains. So that's how we use the 3 elements of art in this project. I'm just blending. And there you go. This is the project all finished with the color blending with 3 elements.